This year for me, it was about letting go of people in my life that didn't serve me anymore. And it was about choosing myself over chaos. It was about recognizing what a healthy relationship looks like versus a toxic relationship. If you are somebody like myself that is coming from a place of trauma, it's so easy to attract trauma bonding relationships. And unfortunately, for me, a lot of my connections, when I really think about it, came from that place of trauma bonding relationships where it meant that there were unhealthy relationships, where it meant that I was giving more than what I was receiving, where it meant that my boundaries were not really respected in the way that they need to be respected. And it meant that I wasn't respecting myself as a person and I didn't know my self worth or my value. As long as I continued these relationships, it would have been so hard for me to fully heal completely, but also so hard for me to, you know, love myself. And one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I find it so hard to let go of people. I don't know if you're like me, but I find it so hard because I believe that everybody is, everybody's got a good heart. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody, nobody is perfect. And I believe in goodness when it comes to people. But I had to really learn to let go. So I had to let go of 6 people this year, and it has taught me so much. Like letting go without feeling guilt, letting go without feeling like I need to explain myself. Okay, so a true story. I had to let go of one of my closest friends last week, and the reason why I had to let go of them, it wasn't because I didn't love them anymore. It was because I realized that that type of relationship was draining me all the time. And I realized that that type of person was always drawing me into gossip, was always drawing me into things that I didn't want as a person. I have values and I have goals and standards that I'll always want to keep as a person. And I like to think that I would like to think that I'm a transparent person, right? But this particular individual, whenever she called, whenever I finish having that conversation with her, there will be something inside of me that will be left feeling drained, as if my energy was drained and taken out of me. And I will be left feeling very overwhelmed, and somehow I would end up being drawn into the conversation of gossiping, belittling other people. And definitely that wasn't the version that I wanted to be. That wasn't the best version that I wanted to be for myself. And so, as much as I didn't want to let her go, I needed to let her go. Not because of anything that she did wrong, but because of everything and who I am becoming as a person. So I let her go and I blocked her. And then I realized she called me this week, and she called me on a different number this week. She left a voice message, and I then had to be the bigger person and send her an email stating that, you know what, like, I just need to explain myself why I blocked you. I didn't block you because of anything you did as a person, but it's got everything to do with who I am and where I want to go in my journey. And I did explain that I didn't feel comfortable engaging in certain conversations that we were discussing, and that I just wanted to have peace and heal from, like, the person that I want to become. And sending that email was also me setting a boundary for myself with that person, because as much as the mistake I think I did was that I blocked them without explaining myself why. But sometimes I feel like you don't need to explain yourself to why you have blocked somebody. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when you block somebody, and if that person tries to reach out to you and they realize that they have been blocked, it will be obvious that that person doesn't want anything to do with you. But I can understand, especially if the relationship has been going on for a year or even more than a year, the other person is going to want to need closure, or is going to want to need explanation to why you have blocked them. And I think this is where you need to decide for yourself. Do you want to continue to receive those messages from that type of person, since you've already blocked them? And the reason why you block them is because you want your peace, right? So are you going to tolerate them calling you on private number constantly, or calling you on different numbers so that they reach out to you, or leaving voice messages concerned about, hey, I've been trying to get hold of you, like what's up, what's happening, right? And so you have to decide whether or not you want to engage in that conversation with that person. Remember, guys, we didn't block them because we didn't love them. We blocked them because of us. We blocked them because of our peace, and because of where we are going and heading as, as individuals. And so you can decide to, send an email to the person explaining why you have blocked them, the same way I did with this individual, where I explained my reasons for